Welcome aboard, everybody. Dr. Peter Glidden here, December 6th, Friday, December 6th, 2013. Another week has just flown by. There's got to be a room somewhere where all the time is. I'd like a key to that room. Average age of death in South Africa, 49 and a half years, according to the Central Intelligence Agency of the United States. 49 and a half years is the average age of life. That's the average age at which people die. You can make it for 50 years, more or less, if you grow up in South Africa. Nelson Mandela, may God rest his soul, 95 years of age. He practically doubled the life expectancy. Practically doubled the life expectancy. Now, you would not expect that, especially considering all of the Sturm und Drang, the stress that that man had to live with, all of this apartheid nonsense, being locked up in jail, being spit upon, being beaten, being, morally abused all of the time, physically abused. You would think that he would have died at a much younger age, but son of a gun, he is the exception, which proves our rule, which proves the longevity rule, because did you know that for the last 30 years, more or less, Nelson Mandela was taking longevity supplements? Did you know that? Did you know that Andy Young, a longevity representative from Atlanta, was shipping Nelson Mandela longevity's nutritional supplements while Nelson Mandela was in prison in South Africa? Did you know that? You wouldn't know that because Dr. Wallach doesn't publicize it. Dr. Wallach keeps these things close to his vest. Did you know that Coretta Scott King was able to march in the Million Man March because Dr. Wallach fixed her arthritic knees with longevity? Did you know that Martin Luther King III came to a longevity conference uninvited to publicly thank Dr. Wallach for what he did with his mother? Did you know that? Did you know that Dr. Wallach took no public credit for that? Did you know that? Did you know that Evander Holyfield's career was made possible by Dr. Wallach's medical nutritional advice? Did you know that Evander Holyfield recovered from a heart attack and went on to win 2 heavyweight championships because Dr. Wallach fixed his bad heart with medical nutrition? Did you know that? Did you know that Creflo Dollar's daughter was dying from asthma, which was unresponsive to conventional treatment, in a hospital? Creflo calls doctor up, says, "Hey, doc, my daughter's dying from asthma. The MDs have nothing for her. What can you do?" And Dr. Wallach says, "Well, have her stop eating these foods, have her start eating these foods, and give her these nutritional supplements. Within a week, she's released from the hospital, and within 3 months, the asthma is gone." Did you know that? Did you know this and so many other things about longevity? This and so many other things about Dr. Wallach. Dr. Wallach, his career untouched by conventional medical contemporaries. There's nobody on the planet that has Dr. Wallach's field of experience and field of research and experience with science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition in real, living, breathing patients, not laboratory rats. Nobody comes even close to Dr. Wallach's resume, and Dr. Wallach is not the kind of person to tout his own accomplishments. Did you know that he has 2 qualified health claims against the Food and Drug Administration, costing $1 million each out of his own pocket? Did you know that he did that for you? This is the season of giving, isn't it? Nelson Mandela breaks the record for South Africa, doubles his life expectancy. How is this possible? Did he have the long-lived gene? No, there's no such thing. Nelson Mandela was supplementing with the Healthy Start Pack. Nelson Mandela also, because of his imprisonment, was on a limited calorie intake for many years of his life. Don't know how long he was in prison off the top of my head. But in prison in South Africa, you're on a limited calorie diet. They give you hardly anything. They wanted Nelson Mandela to die, so they hardly gave him any food at all. They gave him just enough food to keep him on this edge of life, just enough food so that the World Health Organization wouldn't criticize them for starving Nelson to death. Dr. Wallach's research. Dr. Wallach wrote an entire book called Immortality, in which he outlines the things necessary, clinically verified, science-based, clinically verified things necessary in order to have a long life, to increase your lifespan. One of the ingredients for a long life, and by the way, did you know that the human body has the potential to make it to 120 years of age? Did you know that? Any geneticist will tell you that, and by the way, you can also read it in the Old Testament. And man's years shall number 120. 120. We're lucky if we make it to our 70s in the United States. In South Africa, they're lucky if they make it to 50. Nelson Mandela made it to 95. And it wasn't because he had the longevity gene. There's no such thing. Nelson Mandela made it to such a ripe old age, with health, by the way. With health, by the way. You ever met a 95-year-old in the United States? They can't see, they can't think, they don't know who their children are, they don't know the names of anybody, they've got Alzheimer's really bad, they've got no teeth, they've got no hair, they're legally blind, legally deaf, 5 fused vertebrae in their back, they've got no gallbladder, no appendix, 1 kidney, 5 fake knees. Need a prescription medicine to pee, a prescription medicine not to pee, a prescription medicine to fall asleep, a prescription medicine to wake up, prescription medicine for the blood pressure, a prescription medication for the heartburn, a prescription medication for the arthritic pain, prescription medication for anxiety, prescription medication for sleep, prescription medications for everything. Not Nelson Mandela. How is this possible? Well, it's possible when you give the body the stuff that it needs and follow the laws of nature. Your body responds. One of the keys to a long life is a limited calorie intake. You want to increase your lifespan? Stop eating as much food as you do. Stop it. Whoever told you that breakfast was the most important meal of the day had their head up their rear end. For goodness sake, if you stop eating breakfast, you're not going to be nearly as hungry as you would if you ate breakfast. Limited calorie intake is the way to go. Try it. Eliminate the 10 bad foods. Nutrify your body completely with the Healthy Start Pack. Quite frankly, people's digestive tracts are so messed up from decades of eating wheat, barley, rye, and oats. And remember, what do wheat, barley, rye, and oats do? Well, the gluten protein in wheat, barley, rye, and oats, the gluten, which is a protein, destroys the tissue in the small intestine, the job of which is to absorb nutrients. So the more whole grains you eat, the more tissue that absorbs nutrients is destroyed. There's not enough nutrition in the food anyway to sustain you. So now you eat whole grains and your body has difficulty absorbing what little nutrition there is in the food, and this accelerates the genesis of chronic disease. Most people their intestinal tract is so compromised by decades of eating all the wrong food, by decades of paying attention to MD advice, by decades of paying attention to Monsanto and General Mills and Betty Crocker, by decades of taking all the wrong advice from all the wrong people who, quite frankly, are unapologetic about their bad advice. This is such a problem. Such a problem with most people that most people can't even absorb longevity supplements efficiently, and longevity supplements are among the most bioavailable, easily absorbable nutritional supplements in the world, on the market, anywhere. So here's my recommendation. You want to really take this one out for a ride? You want to slam the doors and kick these tires? Take it for a test drive? Here's what I want you to do. 4 weeks in a row, triple the amount of nutritional supplements that you're taking. Take the amount appropriate for your body weight and then triple it and spread it out over the course of the day. So if you're 200 pounds, I want you to take 6 scoops of Beyond Tangy Tangerine a day. I want you to do 6 ounces of white liquid calcium. I want you to do 12 selenium. The only thing I don't want you to go overboard with is selenium. Max it out at 12. Stop at 12 selenium. Everything else, I want you to triple. Do that for 4 weeks. Plus, continue to eliminate the 10 bad foods. And then, starting on the 5th week, go back to your normal dosage and eat 1,500 calories a day or less. 1,500 calories a day or less, and do that for 3 months. And see how you feel. Skip breakfast. Don't eat breakfast. Stop it. Don't eat it. 1,500 calories a day, with a body that's completely nutrified, saturated with all of the essential nutrients for the first time in your life, is, in fact, a game changer. Once you've satisfied your body's nutritional needs, the only thing that you need food for is calories to burn for energy, protein for repair and regulation, and a little bit of fat to keep your central nervous system healthy. That's it. Anything else is extra. Whipped cream and a cherry on top of the cake. Phytonutrients, antioxidants, stuff like this, enzymes that's in sprouted food, in live food, in fruits and in vegetables, the antioxidants that are present there and the enzymes that are present there. It's icing on the cake. This is a recipe, ladies and gentlemen, for longevity, and it's outside of the box. It's outside of your box. It's not outside of our box. We've known this for a long time. Wallach wrote an entire book about this. By the way, there's 4 other things that people need to do to increase their life expectancy. 4 other things that people need to do to increase their life expectancy. And in the second hour, I'll tell you what those are as my holiday gift to you. If you're listening to the podcast, 855-347-3696, 855-347-3696. And if you'd like to talk to me live today, give me a shout, 866-582-9933. That's 866-582-9933. I am Dr. Peter Glidden, and this is another live edition, Friday, December the 6th, 2013, of Fire Your MD Now. Going to Manchester, Connecticut to talk to Juanita when we come back. Stick around. Welcome back, everybody. Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health, welcoming you to another live edition of Fire Your MD Now. Pretty remarkable about Nelson Mandela, isn't it? Well, you know, from the proper perspective, everything makes sense. You know, you're not going to hear the pundits on TV talk about this. You're not going to hear them juxtapose Nelson Mandela's doubling the life expectancy in South Africa, even though he lived a life, you know, in prison. You're not going to hear that. But now you know it. And from the proper perspective, everything makes sense. So you have a choice. You can either continue to do things the way that you've been doing them your entire life, eat anything you want, pay no attention to the laws of nature, don't take any nutritional supplements, or take anemic nutritional supplements sold in health food stores around the world or online around the world. Take substandard, hard to absorb, fractionated nutritional supplements and, you know, eat whatever you want. Stop using salt. Stay away from cholesterol. Follow the advice of your MD. And you're going to get exactly the same results that everybody in the world has gotten and that you so far have achieved. You want a different result? You need to do things differently. Oh, Dr. Glidden, I can't give up gluten. It's too hard. I don't know what to do when I eat out. Well, suffer and die. You're a big boy. You're a big woman. Figure it out. Stop your whining. Dial it in and make a difference in your life. You know, if you cancel your comprehensive medical insurance, you cancel it, and you buy catastrophic medical insurance, again, with a high deductible, and you squirrel a little bit of money every way a month so that you've got the deductible ready if you ever need it, over the course of a year, you're going to save thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars in medical insurance premiums, and then if you use some of that money, $300 worth a month on nutritional supplements, you're going to be ahead of the curve, because medical insurance doesn't prevent disease. Medical insurance doesn't prevent disease. Medical insurance is a bet. It's a bet. You're betting. Every time you write a check for your medical insurance premium, or every time they take it directly out of your paycheck in Canada, you're betting that you're going to get so darn sick you won't be able to afford it. Isn't that what medical insurance is? Now, can medical insurance help to prevent any disease? No, it can't. All that it does is give you access to a system of medicine that's the leading cause of death in the United States, the leading cause of bankruptcy in the United States, and under whose tutelage we're completely clueless about what to do for chronic disease. Medical doctors can't even cure heartburn. They're clueless. They do not know how to cure heartburn. After $600 billion of cancer research, we're not any closer to a cancer cure than we were before. But we can drain your bank account in the last 12 months of your life with dangerous, destructive, and ineffective chemotherapy. Oh, you'll live 4 months longer than you would have before, but your personality will be destroyed, as will your immune system. But don't you worry. That's progress. This is how far down the rabbit hole we've gone. Crunch the numbers. Guy, you have no choice if you're in Canada. You have no choice, because you can't stop the government from taking your Health Canada money out of your check every month. You can't do it. Unless there's some type of massive legislation, there should be, because health insurance premiums are bankrupting every province in Canada. They're bankrupting it. It's only a matter of time before that ship sinks. Thank God for longevity. But if you're in the United States, shop around. I encourage you. It's the end of the year, right? Everybody's looking at their books, looking at the profit and loss, and seeing how much red and how much black ink is on the ledger sheets, right? So this is what we do. Shop around for insurance and look to see how much you're going to save if you switch from comprehensive to catastrophic. You get a high deductible. Squirrel a little bit of money away every month until you've got the deductible met, and then spend $300 a month on longevity. Pay attention to what we say and move forward. Like Nelson Mandela, when you do the right stuff, you're going to secure remarkable results. Actually, it's only going to be remarkable compared to everybody else in your life. From our point of view, it's going to be expected results. But remarkable is as remarkable does when you're swimming around in, an ocean of knuckleheads. In the world of the blind, the one-eyed man is king, right? So, secure your health with longevity. Let us teach you how to support and promote the structure and function of your body so that it can optimize its function with science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. And for goodness sake, that beats a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. We really are going to go to Manchester, Connecticut and talk to Juanita when we come back. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden, folks. Stick around. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Friday, December 6, 2013, 866-582-9933. Give me a shout. Let's go to Manchester, Connecticut and see what Juanita is up to. Hey, Juanita. Thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Hi, Dr. Glidden. How are you on this fine Life is Good day?
I am good, but I'll get better, Juanita. How about you?
I'm getting better. I am on the Young Healthy Bone Start Pack.
Good girl.
I've been on it since November 26th.
Nice.
And before I was on it, my left hand, my wrist, I couldn't hardly lift it. I have no pain in my left wrist now.
Hold on. Let me do the math here. Let me pull my calendar up. November 26th, that's 7. That's only 10 days, Juanita.
Yes, it's true. It's true.
All right, now hold on. How long before you started longevity was that hand bothering you?
Around 3 months or 4 months.
4 months and it's gone in 10 days.
It's gone, yes, it's gone. I can twist my hand now, but I'm really calling. Yes, that's amazing. With longevity, yes, life is good, right?
I mean, this is just remarkable. Now, we'll talk for a long time, Juanita, but really, this is a big deal. It's a big deal, right?
I know it's a big deal. I know, but I was calling because I am taking 4 capsules 3 times a day of the selenium.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Ultimate EF Plus 1 capsule 3 times a day.
Yeah.
I'm drinking the Tangerine twice a day with 2 scoops.
Yeah.
I'm taking the glucose gel 2 caps twice daily.
Yep. I'm
taking the Beyond Osteo FX 2 tablespoons twice a day.
2 tablespoons or 2 ounces?
I'm taking 2 tablespoons twice a day of the Beyond Osteo FX.
Okay, very good.
And I'm taking the plant-based mineral 2 tablespoons in the morning and the evening. And I was wondering if this is the right thing that I'm doing.
Well, how much do you weigh?
Between 165 and 170.
Well, what I would like to see you do, you can certainly maintain the discipline because, there's no arguing results, right? I mean, you're getting results. 10 days, that's pretty good. But you may be able to speed things up and get more bang out of this program if you took more glucogel and more white liquid calcium.
Glucogel, how much should I take? Because I'm taking because now I'm taking 2 capsules daily.
Well, you're taking 4 a day, right? You're taking 2 caps twice a day, right?
4 a day, yeah.
Yeah, so, are you sitting down?
Yeah, I'm sitting down, but I move around.
Oh, well, what I'm about to say might shock you. The recommended therapeutic dose of the glucogel at your body weight with your history is 18 a day, 18 capsules a day. That's 6 in the morning, 6 in the afternoon, 6 at night. You're doing 4 a day now. The recommended dose would be 18. So I would like to see you do more, whatever's in the budget, up to 18 capsules of glucogel a day.
That's what I'll do.
And I would like to see you do 1 ounce of the white liquid calcium twice a day. Right now you're doing half an ounce twice a day. 1 tablespoon is half an ounce. So I'd like to see you do 2 tablespoons twice a day. That would be perfect. For
the liquid what?
Yeah, the OsteoFX, the Beyond OsteoFX.
You want me to do 2 tablespoons twice a day?
Yes, ma'am. That would be perfect. That means you're going to need 2 bottles of that a month.
That's what I'm doing now. I do 2 tablespoons twice a day of Beyond OsteoFX.
Oh, I thought you said 1 tablespoon twice a day.
No,
before.
I'm doing 2 tablespoons twice daily for the Beyond OsteoFX.
Well, then you're perfect. The only thing you need to up the ante with is the glucogel, and life is good.
Life is good.
Well, now there is one more thing that you can do, and I don't know if you're doing it or not, but it's got nothing to do with supplements. It's got everything to do with diet, right? So in order to increase the effectiveness of the vitamins, in order to increase your body's ability to absorb and use them, it would be prudent for you to eliminate the 10 bad foods. Have you done that?
I am gluten-free. I don't have no 10 bad foods anymore.
Or you don't have any more oil and no more fried food, right?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, that makes you the smartest woman in Connecticut. And that's all you got to do, Juanita. You just need to maintain the discipline. And listen, nothing argues like results, right?
That's right.
No kidding, man. 10 days?
10 days. I could move my wrist. I'd be twisting it all down before I could even hardly lift it. You are a bone specialist's nightmare. You are a bone specialist's worst nightmare. You are a rheumatoid arthritis specialist's nightmare. You are an arthritic doctor's nightmare because you are, in fact, making their jobs irrelevant. With science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. You don't need surgery. You don't need carpal tunnel surgery. You don't need a new wrist. You don't need new fingers. You don't need them to squirt concrete in your wrist or gold dust in there, which is what they want to do. Yeah. All you need is to give your body the stuff that it needs to fix itself, get out of the way, and let the wisdom of the body take over. And it's going to be smooth sailing in 2014 for Juanita. That's what I think. I know. I got 3 months, and this is after 2 hip operations and a back operation.
Well, so there you go. So, you're an accident waiting to happen, right? So, and this is what conventional medicine leads us to. It's every month something else gets better. Every month, every year, something else breaks, and the MDs just throw their hands up in front of your face, and behind your face they're rubbing their hands together and salivating with glee because they know they're going to make an extra 10 grand on your next hip. They're going to make an extra 5 grand on your next knee. They're going to make an extra 7 grand. It's nonsense.
It's true, it's nonsense. But like you said, fireyourmdnow.com. Life is good.
Juanita, you are the best. Call me every couple of weeks with an update. I will look forward to it. Thank you so much for the call.
Thank you, Dr. Glidden. You have a good day.
All right, Juanita, you too. From Manchester, Connecticut to Alberta in the great white north,
Talk to Gloria about knee pain. Hey, Gloria, thanks for the phone call. You are live, eh?
Hi, Dr. Glidden. I'm calling you from the frozen north.
How cold is it today?
Minus 33 Celsius. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah, that's
here.
chilly, Willie.
Yeah, it's really cold.
Holy smokes. Well, now I don't feel so bad about living in Chicago.
Exactly, even if it's windy.
It's all relative, right? How can I help you, Gloria?
Well, I'm having a lot of leg pain in my right leg, and what's happening is I have deteriorating metatarsal bones in my feet, and my one foot is rolling in.
Yeah, my father had that. Yeah, he wouldn't listen to me, though. So, yeah, I know. Yeah.
What's happening is I'm getting knee pain, hip pain, and ankle pain from it.
Yeah, it's funny, right, because it's all connected like dominoes, and when you remove one of the dominoes or damage one of the dominoes, everything downstream from it gets affected. So.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, so that's what's happening. There's a name for this illness, and it escapes me right now, but I'm going to tell you what it is in just a second. But in any event, look, the reason that this is happening is simply because your body has run out of the raw materials that it needs to keep the bones in your feet healthy. That's it. It's just run out of the stuff. I mean, you don't have a bad gene, and this is not genetic. I mean, this is not a function of age. Well, to a certain degree, it's a function of aging, but it's only a function of aging because you've been trying to get all of the nutrition that your body needs from food, and you can't do that. And so if you just try to lean on food and get all your nutrition from food, it's only a matter of time until you run out of stuff. And as more time goes by, you run out of more stuff, and then things break. But if you had been nutrifying your body appropriately, if the MDs had, given you correct information 20 years ago, I mean, this wouldn't be happening right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So we just have to dial it in. So, but I got a couple questions, though, because this begs the question. You have a number of things that are a function of calcium and magnesium and other mineral deficiencies, right? So, and where there's smoke, there's fire. So I would anticipate that it might be possible that you are also suffering from restless leg syndrome. Do you ever get restless legs at night in bed?
No, I have not been troubled with that.
Okay, how about heartburn? Do you get heartburn on and off?
No.
How about high blood pressure? When's the last time you had that checked?
No, my blood pressure is all good. All that is good, but I have been taking longevity for over a year.
Okay, so have you eliminated the 10 bad foods?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay, how long ago did you do that?
About a year ago.
Okay, so no wheat, no barley, no rye, no oats.
Right.
Okay, very good. So how much do you weigh?
About 150 pounds.
Okay, and so how much, so which longevity products have you been taking?
Okay, I've recently upped it. I'm taking Cal Toddy, 2 ounces a day. I'm taking Glucogel Plus, 2 ounces a day. I'm taking 4 EFAs a day, 4 Ultimate Selenium a day, and an ounce of plant-derived minerals a day, and 2 scoops of Beyond Tangy Tangerine a day.
Okay. So I want you to add 2 more ounces of Glucogel.
Okay.
1 more ounce of Cal Toddy.
1 more ounce of Cal Toddy.
Yep. And,
okay, I'm having a little bit of trouble with the Glucogel. It's causing diarrhea.
Oh, okay. So then you can switch to the Glucogel capsules. Switch to the capsules. Okay.
I just switched from them to the Glucogel because of diarrhea. So,
Well, so I'm confused. So which was giving you diarrhea, the capsules or the liquid Glucogel?
The capsules were giving me diarrhea, and I switched to the gel, and I'm still having a little bit of trouble with it, but not as bad.
All right.
When you get diarrhea, does that mean it's not? Is it still working for you? That's what I wanted to ask you.
Well, in a perfect world, we want to have medical nutrition be painless, right, and have no side effects whatsoever. And whenever there's a side effect, it means there's something that's not optimal about the program, and we have to do something. So there's a reason why this is happening, and we need to figure it out and fix it, right, to optimize the performance of the treatment. So this begs the question, Gloria, have you ever had a negative experience from shellfish or lobster or shrimp in your life?
Yes, shellfish, shrimp, and lobster. I haven't, if I eat it, it doesn't seem to bother me, but when I was allergy tested about 20 years ago, they told me I have a sensitivity to that.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, that's probably why the glucogel is giving you a hard time. All right. So here's what I'd like you to do, please. I'd like you to finish up the glucogel that you have.
Okay, I have 2 bottles.
All right, finish it up. I want you to do 3 ounces a day, though. And I don't know if your lifestyle, will admit this, but one thing that you can try to do is do a half an ounce 6 times a day. I mean, I don't know if that's realistic, but sometimes with stuff that we're sensitive to, it's the quantity of how much we take at any moment in time.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so if you divvy it out more and you only take half an ounce, at a time, you might be able to tolerate it better, but still, into the bargain, we need to switch this out for you to a different product. All right, Gloria, listen, stick around with me. We're up against a hard break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, I'll dial this in for you and complete it. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden, and this is Fire Your MD Now. We're back, finishing out the first hour. FireYourMDNow.com. Check out the website, FireYourMDNow.com. Check it out. Knowledge is power. Let's all lift each other up as a community of like-minded, courageous souls. All right, Gloria from Alberta, are you still with me?
I am.
All right, thanks for hanging on. So have your son, Mike, send me an email or a text, and I will give you information. I've only been able to find one company that has a decent nutritional supplement for your joints that doesn't have shellfish in it. It's not a longevity company. It's an outside longevity company, and they only sell to physicians. They'll sell to me, so I can get this supplement for you, but and I don't like to go outside of longevity, but in a case like this, I need to, because longevity, as of yet, doesn't have anything that's shellfish-free that can support ligament and tendons except the Fucoid Z or the Z radical. Now, I can make a clinical guess that the Fucoid Z or the Z radical would be a good thing for anybody trying to regenerate any tissue in the body to do. It would be a good thing to do, a smart thing to do. But as of yet, I don't have any clinical experience with that. I haven't seen it. When I see somebody get on the other side of an arthritic problem, when I see somebody get on the other side of a ligament or tendon problem using the Fucoid Z or the Z radical, then I'll be comfortable saying, well, Gloria, that's all you need to do, switch from the glucosamine to switch from the glucogel to the Fucoid Z, and life is good. I haven't seen that. I guess that's so, and maybe it's so, maybe it's not. I don't like to give people advice unless I've actually seen it happen a number of times, right?
Right. So should I be taking it anyways, though, a little bit of it?
If it's in the budget, I take it every day.
Yeah.
I mean, the research is extremely compelling for that stuff, and not just for cartilage regrowth, but it's also been proven in clinical trials to kill cancer cells. I mean, it's not a bad thing to add on to the bargain. Once you've got all your 90 essential nutrient bases covered, it's a really excellent add-on.
Okay, I think my boys both take it.
Yeah, okay, but so have Mike send me a text, and I'll tell you where to go to get the other nutritional supplement, because it's a little complicated, and I tell you it right now, but I don't have the information at my fingertips.
Okay, yeah, he's listening now, too.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, Gloria. Well, listen, do me a favor. Stay warm up there, and after you've been on the new and improved program for about 14 days, give me a call back on the radio with an update and let me know how you're doing.
I will do that.
All right, Gloria.
Thanks, Dr. Glidden.
Keep the faith. Thanks for the trust.
Yeah,
and I'll talk
you
to you in the
too.
future.
Thank
okay,
you.
bye-bye. All right, let's go to Madru in, I believe, California, who has a baby with diarrhea. Hey, Madru, what's up?
Hi, Dr. Glidden. I'm hitting it out here. I've been meetings twice a week. I'm so happy getting people to actually hear and understanding. I have 2 things. I have a 10-month-old baby that has diarrhea, and I have a lady that has ringing in her ear, but it's not the ringing. She says it's a heart, like a heartbeat.
Oh, she hears her heartbeat in her ear?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's similar to, in any event, we're going to treat that the same way that we would treat it as if it were tinnitus. And so the recommendation is the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack and selenium and extra glucogel appropriate for body weight. And you can reference the webinar that I did on ringing in the ears. It would be, in fact, the same thing. And you don't know what color the diarrhea is that's coming out of the baby, do you?
No, I don't. The father called me. He's at work, and he just said, I need help.
Yeah. So that's a tough call. That could be, it could be caused by a head cold. It could be caused by a virus. It would depend on what's going around it. We can't, and I'd really need to know what the causative factor here is and the other things, whether does the child have an earache, has he had diarrhea every day for, 10 months, is it just an acute thing? There are all these variables that go into the bargain. Now keep in mind, everybody in the world, no matter how old they are, needs one Healthy Start Pack per 100 pounds of body weight per month and needs to be on the gluten-free diet and eliminate the 10 bad foods. I don't care if the child's 1 second old. Quite frankly, in a perfect world, he would have been taking it while he was in his mother's womb because his mother would have been swallowing the stuff and it would have been going straight through. So you're never too young to start the Healthy Start Pack and clean up your diet. That's where I would go first. Thanks, Madru. Stick around, folks. Hour number 2 coming up. Whoa, sorry about that. Hour number 2. Today is December 6th, 2013.